Hello and welcome to Question Time, where I answer one of your questions. Alright, so how did I learn to cook? Well, like most people, I learned to cook by watching my mum cooking. And my mum used to cook a lot. Like, she used to cook for people that lived in our house. We had a big house and we rented out some of the rooms, and most of them were to men who didn't have wives with them, and the guys didn't know how to cook. So my mum would cook for them as well. So she used to cook a lot of different foods. Plus there were 6 of us in our family, and then the family grew. So there was a lot of cooking happening in our house as I grew up. And my mum she's from Gujarati, India, and so she had her standard dishes that she would make. And I wanted to try different things, although I do cook a lot of Gujarati food. I used to want to have like spaghetti bolognese or shepherd's pie or chicken and mushroom pie or some just different things, not just our Indian food all the time. So I got a little bit creative, learning how to make those things by looking at recipe books. And as I grew up, there wasn't YouTube around then, so yeah, just watching other people cook. Once I got married, my mother-in-law, she makes a lot of different cuisine. So I did learn a lot from my mother-in-law, and then it's just by trial and error. You just have to really want to learn to cook and there's so many resources out there. So yeah, mostly I learned to cook from my mom, and then I learned to cook from my mother-in-law. And then once I left and went to the US, I learned to cook from a whole bunch of different people who were my friends. You try different foods that your friends make, and they're kind enough to share their recipes with you. And I learned a lot that way. And yeah, that was a great experience. Sometimes you just have to move away from your family to see what you actually do know and what you don't know. And that's when you realize that, oh my God, I really need to learn how to do this. And that helped me a lot. I learned a lot from watching other people cooking. I hope that answers that question. Do you have a question related to cooking that you want me to answer? Go ahead and put it in the comments below. Until then, happy cooking.